Alright, so the cosecant function is actually related to the sine function because cosecant is actually equal to 1 over sine. So it is helpful if you draw the sine function first, and based on that function you can just draw your cosecant on top of it. So let's see if you can remember how to draw your sine function. The period of a sine function is equal to 2 pi. So the period would be x equals 2 pi, and that would be the period. But here we don't have x, we have x over 3. So same thing. So x over 3 equals 2 pi. And then we just multiply the 3 and the 2, and so our period equals 6 pi. Now we draw our quarters, and to do that we mark them using dividing the period by 4. So now we have 3 pi over 2. So we draw increments of 3 pi over 2. So I got 3 pi over 2. Then I have 6 pi over 2. And then we have 9 pi over 2. And over here we have 12 pi over 2. So notice that I am not simplifying each time because it's a lot easier to add, just the measure of each quarter to the previous quarter. So we can simplify one. This one is 6 divided by 2 is actually just 3 pi. And you can simplify this one. 12 divided by 2 is actually 6 pi. Well, that's just my way of doing things. Okay, so now we have your quarters marked, and now we know that our first point is actually the vertex of the sine wave, and the third point is actually our the other vertex of the half of the wave going down, and then we can start drawing from 0. Passes through the second point and down and oops, all the way down and up. So that's our sine wave. Now to draw the cosecant function, you're going to have asymptotes, because when sine is equal to 0, then you can see that you cannot do 1 over 0, and that's undefined. So asymptotes go when the cosecant is undefined. So when is sine equal to 0? So let me draw my unit circle here. And you know that sine is actually, in the unit circle, sine is equal to y. So if I'm drawing if I'm rotating the initial side, you can see that y is increasing. So y here is 0. So when the angle is 0, y equals 0. And then y is increasing, y reaches the maximum value. Then y is decreasing, and now y is 0 again. So you can see that sine is 0 when the angle is 0 or pi. And so in this case, we're going to put the asymptotes at 0. So that's our first asymptote. Also, the second asymptote is when x equals pi or a multiple of pi. So I would put it at well, you can just look at the graph. Here the sine is 0, and here the sine is 0, and here the sine is 0. So you don't have to remember. Just the asymptotes go when y equal to 0. So this would make this um, invalid or undefined. So let's go ahead, and without further ado, I'm going to put my asymptotes right there and right there. Now drawing the cosine function, I mean the cosecant function, is pretty easy. Just right on top of, of the vertex right here. Just like that, and same thing like this. So that's our cosecant function, the curves in red. Thank you for watching.